All right. All right, all right, all right. Three, two, one, and we are back with the Chaos Rising's new cards. And with that, let's have a quick discussion on the cards that I think will make a big change in the format moving forward. So, one of which is this Beedrill. So, firstly, on first glance, it doesn't look like much, but we do have Verdant Forest. I might have butchered that name, but the forest that makes the grass Pokemon evolve, and because of that, and also I'm bug catching set, we may be able to stack up a couple of these pretty quickly on turn two, and we still have access to pile pads and mega signals. The mega signal, not for it. I keep thinking this is Mega Beedrill, I don't know why. So we should be able to get this up fairly easily. And again, one energy for like 330. Pretty beast. Pretty beast. So I'm seeing that one of these decks should be coming. How effective it is, mm, remains to be seen. Because we can actually replace in the current grass deck both your Mega Venusaur as well as your Bayleaf lines with this, and effectively just have a very crushing deck that not much can defend against. So we're going down again. Next on our list is something a bit deceptive, and that is the Mega Pyro. So that 290 damage is seemingly a bit tough to get to, but remember, we do have in the format our Orocario, which allows us to put fire energy from our hand to fire type Mega Pokemon, meaning we can get this 290 off fairly consistently. And yes, it'll get weaker as it goes down, but we are forgetting that we have Wally. So Wally's Compassion, return all the energy to your hand. Use Orocario, put it back down. Consistent 290 damage. And of course, we do have also our Gravity Mountain, so even Dragapult is in one-shot range for this. So not bad, not bad. Next on the list of things that are special, number one, they're going to be in everything like Salt, Mega Greninja EX. This ability to just put 6 damage counters, pretty strong. Very, very strong. And we'll see what we can do about it. But again, we had, I believe it was what a water starter that looks like a Inteleon. Inteleon was prodigious when I just started playing. When I came in, he deck was just rotating out, so I didn't get the full view of it, but a lot of players were telling me that that deck was disgusting to play against. Because you could play this in a hybrid build with Dragapult and disturbing, just very disturbing. So that's another one. We're going along. This is a trap. Think it looks like it's going to work, it's not really going to work. The 2 energy for 200 damage is pretty good, but it's a stage 2. And having to get to stage 2 and reduce their hands, a bridge too far, because we already have a 1 energy attack that does 240 in the form of the Decidueye. So, not the best bet there. We have all these Deoxyses. Hmm. And the deck that I am most worried about, not because it's bad, because it looks disgusting, is this Mega Floette deck. Because the stadiums that go with it draws you 2 cards, and then when you discard a card and carries Mega Floette to 400 hit points. So 400 beat stick that hits for 200 is insane. And you talk about that 3 psychic energy. That 3 psychic energy is nothing. I could get 3 psychic energy on turn on after one attack, so nothing. We have Wondrous Patch as well. We have Waitress. Not a worry in the world. Not a worry in the world. And this would be my number 4 pick for decks that will be very popular in the format. How effective remains to be seen. Number 3 would still be Mega Greninja because it is pretty good. This is not making my top 5 cut. And with that, I sure wondering who your number 1 and 2 spots are going to go to. And this is going to be an irritating addition to a lot of decks, especially playing Psychic Energy. It's just a free throw-in. You're thinning your deck as well as holding off your opponent. Beautiful play. I'm seeing this in some Psychic decks doing something similar to what Bud you did. But again, requires a Psychic Energy, so we'll see how that goes. But mark my words, the Phantom and Trevenant from Chaos Rising is going to be a whole ass problem. Gorgeist is also pretty good, but requires a lot of setup and being a stage 2 kind of problems. Claydol. This format with Mega Pokemon, Claydol is a possible beast and a sleeper. I am unsure how to analyze this card, but this is not my top decks, 'cause this won't be a deck, but into just like the Trevenant, this is a problematic card because they learned their lesson from the Aerodactyl. The Aerodactyl was broken, but the energy costing attack was just a little too high, and being a fossil, it was hard to pull off. They reduced the damage, kept the effect, so it won't knock you out per se, but it's a nice finisher. Mega Gallade, Mega Lucarios, easy peasy, 1-1, slide in. Yeah, that's about it. Hit them DRG, just about to slide in. Sadly, this will be like the actual like honorable mention because they're not making any losses really. The only problem is that it's a stage 2, and that might be exactly what's holding it back. But in as a 1-1 including possibly one of the psychic decks, the Mega Gardevoir, there's a chance. Not a big one, but there's a chance. Again, I'll put this just like Ampharos on the trap, but it can also surprise you when you're playing against a Guardy deck, Mega Guardy, and they Tiagalade, and you're like, shit, didn't see that coming. But I digress. Let's keep going. This Crobat is interesting. It's supposed to actually replace our Pidgeot EX that left the format, but Pidgeot used to bring it directly to your hand. This puts it on top of your deck. But again, this is one prize. So you can't ask for much more than that for a one prizer. But again, we do have a card in the format, Grimsley, where we can actually bring this out without using all the basics and all that, and then use this other Grimsleys to set up some really strong plays. So, sleep of a card, don't look down on it. This and a Grimsley deck may pop up in the format. Could quote me on that. If no one does it, I will. You all know me by now. We're getting in. Again, Poison Quillfish, nothing special there. Cute deck. Very, very cute deck. But in this cutthroat format, nothing but fun. Going down. I don't know what Pokemon planning, but this Ferrothorn has me very suspicious. That's what I'll say. These two are what I have tied for my number 2 deck. This is not a deck, but it's basically iron. It's Iron Leaves. It's a metal version of Iron Leaves, and that's pretty cool that you could keep this going. We'll see how all else fails. And then of course we have Mega Dragalge. We'll have him as number 2, and even above things like Greninja and the Beedrill and all of that. You see that 16 poison counters, along with that new supporter that keeps you from retreating. And on top of that, this is a state-based poison effect, meaning that even when the Dragalge is retreating or anything like that, you still take 16 poison counters. This kills Pokemon in just one exchange. If they don't retreat it, it is gone. And that's pretty tough, especially in this format. People run like one switch and stuff like that. Ew. It'll do some work. It'll do a lot of work. Because there's also a Pokemon that quadruples damage if you have 13 Pokemon in your graveyard. I believe it's the Spiritomb. Where is that Spiritomb? Ta ta ta. There was a Spiritomb that quadruples damage. Where is it? I guess it's not showing there, but that's actually a pretty strong strategy as well. We have this Patrat, which counters Monkey Dories. So, good way that I could run these instead of running the Battle Tower in some decks. That'll allow you to actually play Dragapult a bit more effectively and counter your opponents play with the Monkey Dory. So this is supposed to be the thing to get rid of Monkey Dory because you could also bring it with Body Puffin. 78 points. Pretty cool. I love Gumi, so I'm very biased. This Gudra is the funniest fucking thing ever, dog. It is so funny. It is so funny. Also, I'm going to point this out, and this is why I find it hilarious. When your opponent's active Pokemon retreats, your opponent flips a coin. Please note it did not say while this is in the active, and that's why they said it doesn't stack. Because you can play Gudra and Dralgi and laugh your ass off, which I plan to. I'm done. That's me there. I'm sold. But my number one deck is Taurus. I'm currently playing a Taurus deck, so it is very strong. The weakness side deck is having the normal type Taurus that doesn't do anything. And with this, gold. Just gold. It's too normal energy to do the attack, but as a backup, nothing better. We'll be hunting these. We'll be hunting these. Nothing really going since, and then we'll get into the trainers. All right. So again, this Angie Floret, that is an abuse of a card. All your florets get 158 points boost. That's insane. And the one before it allows you to get two cards. Discard two, draw a card. And again, this is actually going to be very funny because I see them going to try to play this in the Cerulege as a way to just get stuff in the grave. It's literally just we're going to play to just discard for no reason and get an extra draw. So this is also a very strong card. We also had Great Hole Net, which would actually help because this is what the water decks were missing because we lost our superior energy retrieval. And this is it's not going to your hand, but again, three of each, which is insane. Also, please note we got how do you call it? A mega Abomasnow adjacent Pokemon. So with the mill, this will actually help. If you mill this, that's tough, but it'd be like that. Philip, who will just pump up your Mega Pokemon with two basic energies. I will leave that way it is. I'm on the fence with that. Special red card, taking the place that Iono had, and transforming Tome. So I see this as going to be a very big thing with surprise motherfucker players. Because you can do something like bring some bulky Pokemon that puts energy on itself, or some small energy, some Pokemon that needs energy. You use this, you swap into one of your Megas in the grave, your basic Megas, keep the same energy on it, and just make a big surprise play. Or even you use this to just get some surprises in. Of course, the three special energy have their uses, but again, my number one deck is this new Tauros deck. It'll be a beast of a one prizer. My number two is Dralgi and Gudra. Beast. Special mention to Cobalion. We have number three as, of course, Mega Greninja, which will be splashed with another deck, and it's pretty strong. There is an Inteleon that came in one of the Mega Evolution sets that has a sniping shot attack. I believe for one water energy, you knock out a Pokemon that has 30 or less hit points. So the combination of both of them could be somewhat problematic. We of course have Mega Floette. They're at number four, I believe I gave it. And finally, our number five, skipping the traps, would be this Beedrill deck to surprise people. We don't have the cards yet, we're getting them in like 2 weeks. So we will be posting those. But again, and just to recap in here, honorable mention to Trevenant Phantom and the red card. Those things and the combination of those is going to be insane. Because remember, once they kill a Mega Pokemon, it unlocks your red card. And that is disgusting on another level. Like, truly disgusting. Because the red card can be played quite easily with a Mega Floette or a Mega Dragalge, and it is asymmetric. It's an asymmetric hand disruption. Just purely asymmetric. And right now, Unfair Stamp is doing work, and this is going to massacre. But I don't take much more time because we have some more videos to get into. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye now.